2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Barakatah Yahweh, Bahashem yahawashi, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honor to our apostles and elders, great millstone. Peace and blessing to the elect of Israel. Welcome to another update of the Mark of the Beast is indeed RFID chip. And Esau, the self-proclaimed white man, the wicked elite of Esau, the international banking families, they're bringing in this Mark of the Beast system using gradualism. The definition for gradualism: the policy of seeking to change something or achieve a goal gradually rather than quickly or violently, especially in politics. So they're easing you into this new world order. The policy of seeking to change something. Now, what are they changing? You're going from using cash to paying for things digitally. Okay? You're going cashless. It's a cashless society. Gradualism. The belief in or the policy of advancing toward a goal by gradual, often slow stages. Right, so they're doing this thing in steps. Rather than bringing it quickly and causing too many uproars, they're easing you into it, okay? Which this makes you accept it better. This is on cnet.com. Cashless stores are the hot new thing. Now politicians are stepping in, right? So all these different stores going cashless. This appears to be more convenient. Not carrying around all this money in your wallet. It seems convenient, right? Well, this goes into gradualism. Crying foul over potential discrimination, state and local governments are cracking down. Which, this thing is coming, period, all right? It's coming no matter what. Why? It's prophecy. It's still going to happen. This was put up by Aaron Carson, May 28th, 2019, the year of Karagma. Amazon Go, which a lot of these different stores and businesses, they're all trial runs. Okay, if they're cashless, they're trial runs because they want to implement this system worldwide. They're just seeing how people are taken to it, how people accept it. Amazon Go will accept cash after all. But like I said, it was a trial run anyway. Now it says right here, when Philadelphia City Councilman Bill Greenlee heard that a coffee shop and a salad restaurant right near City Hall didn't accept cash, he thought it sounded unfair. I can get my coffee and muffin, but the person behind me who has the monetary unit of the United States of America that's been accepted here in Philadelphia since Ben Franklin can't. He said in an interview, it just seemed wrong. Well, let me read that again. I can get my coffee and muffin, but the person behind me who has the monetary unit of the United States of America that's been accepted here in Philadelphia since Ben Franklin can't. He said in an interview, it just seemed wrong. Well, you know what? It's going to be like that for those who have the mark of the beast and for those who don't. All right. If you got the mark, you'll be able to buy and sell. If you don't, you're basically assed out. But if you took the mark of the beast, that means you're marked for destruction, whether you can buy things or not. OK, But basically, you're going to appear to be an outcast if you don't have that chip. That's how they're setting this thing up, to where you won't be able to maneuver in this society without it. So last October, Greenlee, who uses both card and cash, co-sponsored a bill requiring businesses to accept cash. In March, Mayor Jim Kenney signed it into law. Cashless stores and events are just starting to crop up in the retail landscape with much hoopla. Consider the splashy launches of Amazon Go stores. But they're already running into hurdles from legislators in cities and states around the country. Right? Because a lot of people are still using cash, but they want to eliminate this. All right. And this is the beginning stages of it. Gradualism. These governments are concerned that what some see as technological innovation could actually widen societal gaps between those who have access to financial services and those who don't. Right? But see, this is bringing in the mark of the beast system. That's what this is all about. That's all I need to read on that. This is on blacklistednews.com. Facial recognition. Britain faces a dystopian future. This was put up May 27th, 2019, the year of Karagma. Okay, which the elder Pasariam Lab, he had brought this out. Okay. It's something that he was looking into. Now it says source spiked online. Okay, we're just going to read the points. Now it says automated facial recognition is the state's latest and most invasive surveillance technology. Which, if you've been watching the news, China is already big on this, okay? But once again, they want to implement this system worldwide. And why are they using facial recognition? Because it's a form of biometric technology. Okay? A way that they can identify you. This, along with that chip, is going to be synchronized. Since 2015, 3 police forces, South Wales, Metropolitan, and Leicestershire, have made use of AFR in controversial live trials. Now, South Wales police have been taken to court by office worker Ed Bridges, who started a crowdfunding campaign when he felt his privacy had been violated by AFR. Now, I'm going to read something else. We're going to jump down here. It says, in London, AFR has been put up. In London, AFR has been put on hold while the Metropolitan Police carries out a review. The Met is also facing a legal challenge of its own from Big Brother Watch, another civil liberties group. Director Silky Carlo, a vocal critic of AFR since its inception, told Spiked, people are right to be concerned when they can see us moving towards a police state. The result of this technology is that the normal relationship between innocence and suspicion has been inverted. Right? Because, see, that's what this is all about. Bringing about a police state, bringing about a totalitarian government. Okay? And they're speaking about, you know, walking with the ID card. Well, let me read a little bit about that, okay? It says, the trials do not exactly inspire confidence in the accuracy of this technology. But even if AFR worked perfectly, its use would still violate our right to privacy and turn us all into suspects. In previous live AFR trials, it was unclear what would happen to members of the public who refused to be scanned. Well, now we know anyone who doesn't consent to being turned into a walking ID card will be treated like a criminal. And that's the point. See, you're going to be called a terrorist. You're going to be called and labeled a criminal and a terrorist for not accepting this technology, whether it be the facial recognition or the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip. Okay. And that's pretty much the point on this. I'm going to read this last bit of information here, and I'm going to go to one more article. Thankfully, owing to pressure from campaigners, the wide-scale use of this technology in the UK is likely to be stalled, for now at least. The Metropolitan Police will announce their decision on AFR in June. If the force decides to keep using it, it is likely to face a legal challenge, further slowing its deployment. But there is a lot resting on this. If the use of AFR isn't stopped, we will be swiftly frog marched to a future where we can't even pop to the shops without a CCTV camera scanning our face. Essentially, we'd be living with biometric checkpoints on every street corner. You see that? On every street corner. Biometric checkpoints. Get a quick scripture on that. Let's go to the book of Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 24. And verse 10. The city of confusion is broken down. The city of confusion is talking about America. America's Babylon the Great. The word Babylon goes back to the Hebrew word Babel, which means confusion. So the society is going to be broken down. It's going to collapse. Every house is shut up that no man may come in. Why? Because it's going to be checkpoints. I just read it. It tells you in the Apocrypha, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Why? Because of those military checkpoints. And these biometric checkpoints on every street corner. Okay, this is going to be the last article here, and it really speaks for itself. I'm always going into this through the Spirit, and I basically read an article that was similar to this before, but let's read the title. A chip in my hand unlocks my house. Why does that scare people? Implant technology can change the world unless politicians give in to the hysteria against it. Right, so there are so many people for this chip. And the person that wrote this article is a transhumanist by the name of Zoltan Eastven, which when Trump was running for president, he was also one of the candidates. Okay, even though he didn't last long. But his whole campaign revolved around transhumanism. But you can really read this on your own. Okay, none of this information is new, but they're just letting you know that this thing is coming whether you like it or not. And they're telling you how so many states in America are banning mandatory microchipping. But if the elite make it law, and if they suspend the Constitution, it doesn't matter what these different states have done, okay? Because all these different states have their own independent laws set up. It's called a new world order, man. Them bringing this chip that's going to be a new world order, making everyone one and everything ubiquitous. So each state, they won't be doing their own thing. Okay? Yeah, you can read this on your own. You just know that at this point, it's really just right in your face, man. And they're so obvious. They're so blatant with their agenda. They don't care anymore because they feel that they're done with it. Okay? And it's only a few more things they need to put in place before it's mandatory, all right? So just take heed, you know, stay in the scriptures, which we all need to do. Hey, man, the chip is coming out at the end of the day, man. Like that one Edomite said on Fast Company. All right? So with that, I hope you were edified. I want to say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahawashi, Bahashem Rakakwadash, double honor to our apostles and elders, great millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom.